It's good out here, my people. So out here walking, man. Just got to get back to my little routine, man. I had a good routine, before December, but then things got off a little bit. I had a lot of work in December, so I had to scale back on the working out, man. So just trying to get myself back together. New year, new opportunities. So, yeah, man. My name is Apache, the Goud Narcissist, man. And I had to change my name, and this is kind of like my introduction to what I am and who I do, or what I do. Who I am and what I do. I wrote a book. And the book was about a lot of failures that I had, a lot of failures in life with dating. A lot of stories about women. Some things about my family, mom, dad, sister, people I grew up in the house with, and just my experiences, especially dealing with relationships and women. That was really, really big. But I call myself the Goud Narcissist because we do have an idea of what a narcissist is. But if I could take all those things that narcissists are and say, well, shit, I don't do any of that, I'm one of the good narcissists. I feel like I'm narcissistic in some of my beliefs. I believe we're control people. We do like having things our way. So for me, I like having things my way. So like with my wife, it'll seem like it's her way, but it's really mine. So, she'll come up with something, I'll be like, well, how do you feel about that? And then she'll paint it up the way that I like it, and I'll be like, great, let's do that. So that's like in the way that I deal with women. I'm not harmful or hateful towards women, anything like that, man. I'm really good with effective communication, emotional intelligence. And this is something that I really, really preach, man, and being a good narcissist. My last name is Goudeau, so it's G-O-U-D. So when I wrote my book, man, I labeled it the Goud Narcissist. And basically I wanted men to read this book and to learn something about themselves through this book. Like, learn through me, man. I've done all the failing. Learn through me. So this is kind of my coming out party, man. I started with Apache the Sheep, but now I'm going to just go ahead and run with what the name of my book is, which is the Goud Narcissist, man. So there's going to be a lot of things coming down the pipe from this particular, thing of what I do. I'm a Christian counselor. I'm an author. I own a business. I've been married for 5 years. I'm a father. I'm a godfather. I'm a stepfather. And in some time, I'll be a real father. But what I do, I take it very, very serious. And the things that I say, I don't say things to hurt people's feelings. I say it to fire up your ass and get you up and moving on about your damn business, because I feel a lot of people deal with a lot of foolish ass trauma that they keep. And they keep saying, well, you don't know what they did to me. I'd be like, okay, that shit don't matter. Well, what you gonna do with you? Like, I get people on the business of you. Like, what's corporation you, man? I ain't worried about what all them people did to you. If you grown and you can figure it out on your own now, it's time to go ahead and figure it out. Now, the Goud Narcissist gonna help you with that. I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna put some fire up under your ass. You might be a little bit mad at me, but it's fine. I'm okay. I can take some harsh criticisms of myself. But what I'm not gonna do is sit there and let a whole generation of men sit out here and act like women that's wearing panties and shit. I'm not gonna do it. I feel if men are out there blaming women for anything, look here, I ain't never been no goddamn woman. I don't know how to operate as no woman. I don't know none of that. But what I do know is, if we're supposed to be in charge, if we're the men and we're supposed to be in charge of this whole thing, why the hell is we sitting here worried about what the fuck a woman think? If we handling our business, trust me, a woman gonna get in goddamn line. You ain't gonna have to say nothing. They just gonna get in line. If you handling business the way that you supposed to be handling business, a woman gonna get in line. She ain't gonna say a goddamn thing. She gonna jump in line like, whoop, what are we doing? That's what I was telling my wife. I said, I was doing this dance. And if she jumped into my life and she was doing another dance, she'd have got on by the damn business. Because we doing this right here. You ain't gonna get me off this dance. And I'm telling you, if every man was operating that way, women wouldn't have shit to say. They would have to correct themselves. But as long as we continue to make excuses and blame women, guess what's gonna happen? The shit you see outside, niggas getting podcasts because they basically getting shitted on because they ain't understood that they're getting ghosted for a reason. You get ghosted because these women do not like your brand of men. They don't like it. They don't like you motherfuckers who ain't got no emotional intelligence. All you got is money and a gold chain and a fancy car, but you can't talk to punch your fucking way out of a wet paper bag. That's what I'm talking about. This is where I come along, where I teach emotional intelligence. Some of this can come through a biblical presentation, or some of this can come straight through me talking to you from my personal experience. I also had a sex addiction. This is another thing that I can tell men about, because guess what? Most of the men that y'all dealing with today have sex addictions. They don't understand what the hell it is. They don't understand what they looking at. But you got a sex addiction. So it's two things that black men are mostly struggling with out here, ladies. And that's sex addiction and financial mismanagement. Most of us have financial mismanagement problems. And then we get into relationships and we blame the woman for having big dreams. But you should have big dreams too. Ain't no woman trying to stay with no man for 15 fucking years, and this nigga here like, oh, I'm gonna just make $40,000 a year, and if you're not okay with that, then fine. But you wanna have babies every fucking day. Like, all these dudes be wanna have babies. Baby, you wanna have a baby by me? You having sex with her, you be like, baby, you wanna have my baby? This motherfucker here ain't even got to a point in his mind where he said 40,000 ain't enough to raise no family. So when I talk about God and my brand of God ain't the type of person that sit around all day making excuses as to why some shit cannot happen. My God don't operate like that. So if you are not operating with my God, you operating with the goofy God. The goofy God say, everything's okay. It's the other woman's fault. Go ahead and dance with him and see what your life turn out like. It's gonna turn out just like I said. The goofy God gonna only put you in goofy ass situations, dog. So basically what I'm telling you is, if men get their shit together, women ain't gonna necessarily have an avenue to jump out of what the hell we want or what we're asking for. Hey, well, you did this, well, you can't say that shit no more because we got our shit together. You just gotta make better decisions and the type of man that we're putting on the street. But right now, women can say anything about you. Y'all done left the homes. Y'all done left these women out here out fucking bad. And guess what? This is what we're dealing with. So my name is the Goud Narcissist, man. I'm Apache Goudeau. And this is what I'm going to be presenting to y'all, man. This is what I'm going to be doing going forward. So if you don't like my brand of talking to people, you might need to go ahead and get up off my page right now and go find something to do with yourself. Have a good one.